Pakistan quickly declared victory in response to India's Operation Sindoor in a 4-day war, with General Asim Munir emerging as a national hero. But back then, we predicted Pakistan was entering a dangerous phase and that Munir's popularity would eventually fade as the truth comes out. This period is set to create absolute chaos for people of Pakistan and its leadership. And this so called victory is shaping up to be complete hollow and more hype than substance. 2026 is the year when Pakistan starts disintegrating, the same way Pakistan faced the situation in 2007. And this time the consequences could even be worse. Do you remember that tragic time when Benazir Bhutto lost her life and the nation plunged into darkness? This energy of 2007 is echoing back now. But this time the prediction is grim for not only Pakistan but for its neighbors as well. Every country that shares border with Pakistan is kind of going to face the intense instability, starting with Iran. Afghanistan, and Indian borders of Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, and Gujarat region near Ahmedabad will all see the major upheaval. We are witnessing an end of a cycle and rise of the new world order. Pakistan is facing a total reset and the collapse of its old system along with Iran. While the astrology reveals the timing and patterns of these events, it is up to us to navigate them with wisdom. The intense transition may eventually lead to a more stable foundation for everyone in the region. But for now, 2026 is a tough year. If you want to understand how this specific eclipse cycle affects your personal chart, make sure you're subscribed. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why 2026 is the end of cycle for Pakistan and what the stars say about their leadership, economy, and for the next 18 months. The 2007 connection that I mentioned earlier. To understand where we are going, we have to look at the geometry of time. In 2007, Pakistan's chart was hit by a severe Saturn Ketu axis. This created a disconnect between the leadership, the sun, the government, and the masses. Saturn. It is a classic recipe for unrest in any country. Back then, we saw the breakdown of authority. The structures that held the country together were tested to their breaking point. Now, fast forward to 2026. We are seeing what we call as a Dvi-Janam or a double birth scenario in the annual chart. In simple terms, it means a birth crisis, a rebirth crisis. You cannot have a rebirth without the death of the old system. Just like in 2007, the astrological pressure was on fourth house of the country's chart. The house represents homeland, internal security, peace of the common man. And now, the astrological why. So, what is happening in the sky right now that is triggering a impact in whole of Southeast Asia? First, we have Pluto moving slowly but heavily. Pluto is the planet of transformation, but it acts like a demolition crew. It is transitioning over the key points in Pakistan's natal chart related to border and internal stability and security. This suggests that the very definition of power in Pakistan has been rewritten. Secondly, the country is running a Venus Mahadasha. Well, Venus Dasha is always, it's usually good, but usually when Venus and Mercury are together for Pakistan specific chart, this planet governs the military, media, and the hidden enemies. This combination often brings civil military friction to the front. It indicates that 2026 isn't just about political parties fighting, it is about fundamental restructuring of who actually holds the key to power. And third, there is an eclipse that is happening in February, around February 17th, if I'm not wrong. This indicates that the fifth house of Pakistan, that is the house of children and joy, will be affected. There may be a strike in a school. This has happened before in Pakistan, but there are more chances that it may happen again. The stars are indicating a clearing out of old karma. The instability you feel isn't random chaos, it is breaking off old foundations so new ones can be built. Just like 2007 brought a sudden vacuum and change in the leadership, 2026 will see a major phase exit the stage or a sudden change in the legal framework of the country. And in what followed in 2008 was disintegration of Bangladesh. So same way it looks like from 2027 there would be a disintegration of one more land for Pakistan. But there's a ray of hope. Jupiter will shift into a stronger position around June 2026. While it's not strong enough to fix everything overnight, it acts as a cushion. It suggests that by the end of the year, a new legal or a constitution clarity will emerge. The confusion will start to settle. History doesn't repeat itself exactly, but it often rhymes. 2026 is a challenging year, yes, but it also a necessarily end of a cycle. We are finishing the unfinished business of 2007 for Pakistan. If you want to know how this specifically affects your sign, especially if you are living in the region, tell me in the comments below what do you think. And don't forget, I will be releasing a short tomorrow with a quick breakdown of the key dates that people in Pakistan should definitely watch out for. Subscribe so you don't miss it out and stay safe and stay aware.